Back in 2011, I guess it was, I went on my first elk hunt out to Colorado. A friend of mine has a ranch out there, and it's in they call it Ranching for Wildlife. He invited me to go, and I went out that first year, and coming from here in Maine where it's all thick woods and stuff, it was a little different. I was hunting in northwest Colorado. I guess they call it the high desert area, where it was more open country, oak brush, mountain mahogany, and cedars and stuff in there. So it was a little different experience from hunting in the woods to that. This trip I decided to take my pump gun, my 7600 carbine, and have a little fun hunt. I knew I'd have to get in quite a bit closer and make more of a hunt out of it. We headed out the first day there and just scouting, trying to locate some good sized elk. Saw plenty of cows and saw some bulls, but nothing really that stood out to us as being like a big one. The first evening of the hunt, we went out. Sean said he'd go with me anyways and kind of show me some of the area there I wasn't familiar with.
Which way are we headed? We're gonna go to the top of this hill here. Look at Utah. Come back. Go up this hill. Look at Wyoming. Okay. Bring enough lunch. Oh yeah. Good for me. Yeah, for you.
The first evening, we were glassing this pretty high mountain. There was some cows come out first, and then this really nice bull stepped out. See him right there. He's coming right up, walking away from us right towards that furthest cedar. He's a big, wide, long, right at 5x5. This guy don't have no cows, huh? He's that like, yeah. He wants to steal some, but he's a little bit afraid of the other one. Did that other one go down over the hill? 6x6 must have gone off the hill. Yeah, he's over the other side with his cows. See, he's the lowest one. They're both pretty nice, you know. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Big old 5x5 like that. Yeah. That 6x6 over there ain't bad at all. Wow, that's pretty nice. What do you think that thing was cool? Probably around 320. Yeah, when they've been on. We set a plan for the next morning that we would go high and work our way through the openings up high and then come down to the spot where we saw them that evening, and with the idea that they would probably work their way back up into that same general area.
They ain't hollering too much, are they? It's quiet. It might pay to go up a little bit. Yeah, instead of going down. I think it's a good idea. I heard him. Must be down at the bottom of that hole. We'll probably just go up around this little knob. Find us a level that we can go across without having to bash through the brush too much.
Well, we had a beautiful hunt this morning. We spotted this nice bull last night. Watched him all afternoon, huh?
Yeah, sure did.
Way up, way high on the mountain, and last night we couldn't do nothing with him. It was couldn't do a stalk on him or anything. It was too high up. So we left him, figuring they'd come down in water and probably might not go too far. He had, I think, 8 cows with him, didn't he?
Yeah.
So our strategy this morning was to go high and get up where they were last night and let them work up towards us. We get up there and we're looking down. He's down in the meadow, out there bugling in the meadow. So Sean figured he wasn't going to come up that high, so we just kind of still hunted down the elk trails all the way down. What was that, a half a mile up there?
Yeah, it's a half a mile.
Come down through and circled around, got above them. They were in this thick oak brush with the cow. He was with the cows, and he popped right out, stopped right in a beautiful opening there. 80 yards?
83 yards.
83 yards. Put it right on his shoulder, and I knew I hit him good, and then he lunged into the brush there, and I give him another one. And just right for that old Remington 7600 carbine. Killed a lot of deer with it, and I just thought it'd be fun to try to put the stalk on an elk with it. The old girl's well worn. I got my fingerprints worn into the blue one. I don't use a sling, I just lug it like this. And
These monster old forks, look at how thick they
Yeah.
are. It's like your wrist.
just a nice big elk.
Big old brute.